Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. This is a Crazy Troll Nation. We start with chapstick, but we're not. We're going to reapply L-HSSKBQHT on the center of our lips because this is what we already have on. The concept of the Crazy Troll Nation is being crazy, being loony, just having fun on your channel, doing whatever you want to do and enjoying it. And the troll part is not caring too much about what the beauty community standards of beauty are. Wear what you want to wear and rock it with confidence. It doesn't matter what brand, what technique, what tool you use. Do what you want to do. You grown. Okay? Know that you're beautiful inside and out. Embrace your natural features. Enhance them when you want to, if you want to, but not feeling like you have to because somebody else said so. That's the concept of the Crazy Troll Nation, self-acceptance and self-love, and this is what else you'll see here. I saw somewhere on YouTube, I will link it below. It was a blush tag. And I have down the questions and I don't have who said it. And I know it's somewhere. I have so many stickies and papers at my station. It's ridiculous. And as soon as I end this video, it'll just be like, hey, I'm right here. You didn't see me. And I'll be like, yeah. Okay, so the blush tag, and I will list below the questions. Your newest blush. My newest blush is Maybelline Fit Me, because I had a collab, excuse me, a collab, yeah, welcome to the crazy. A collab to do, and it was a full face of Maybelline. So this is my newest blush. That was easy. My most expensive. I don't know if it's a cheat or not, but this is expensive. I got it half off, so it's all right. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette, and full price, it's like $98. I got it for half off, $44.50. So you got a cream blush, powder blush, cream highlight. These are your powder highlights, this and this one, and this is a dual chrome powder highlight. She bomb. She bomb. Most colorful, Scott Barnes, Chic #1. Most colorful, because again, I don't know if it's a cheat, because it's a blush palette. But you have 6 blushes. These 2 are highlighters. You can top, actually, I think he called them transformer shades. You can put this on top of any one of these and it transforms the color. Put this on top of either one of these, it'll transform the color. This more so for these shades, because these are cooler. This more so for these shades, but you can do whatever you want. And sometimes I do mixed shades. This one I actually use as a bronzer or like a slight contour. This one and this one I do need to mix because they don't show up that well on me. But I love this palette. I am glad I have it. Me having a moment in FOMO, it was out of stock for a long time. And I said when it comes back, I'll get it. I did have a 30% off code, but when this came back in stock, it didn't work for the code. Well, the code didn't work for this. So I paid full price for this. I need to use it more. Yeah, this will be actually the most expensive because this I got half off. So this was $44 and some change. I'll look up the price and put it somewhere and y'all gonna be like, she crazy. The Crazy Troll Nation, of course I'm crazy. The most underrated. The most underrated is a question, and the next one is the most nostalgic. For both of them, Stila Cosmetics. I did a Stila Cosmetics haul. Stila was my first love in makeup, so that's the nostalgia part. And I recently reacquainted myself with Stila. This is one of the convertible colors, which you can use for eyeshadow, blush, and lips. I just use it for blush, and it is a cream product. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm doing like this because this is not what's on my face. But this to me is a nice flush of color. It's hard to overdo it with this shade for me, and this shade is upside down. Camellia. So if you're my complexion, this would be great for you. Like I said, it is hard to overdo it. It gives you just a perfect flush to your cheeks without looking like you're burnt, and it does show up. But it's just a really nice, soft, natural color. And so this is the most underrated. Stila Cosmetics in general is underrated, but honestly, some of their stuff is pretty boring. They are coming out with lip stuff now, but blast from the past, the convertible colors, check them out. Underrated. The prices are reasonable. My oldest, I don't have one for oldest because I just recently in the last year purchased most of the blushes I have. And more recently, in the last maybe 3 months, I purchased a bunch. And so I don't remember which ones I had from last summer to now. I really just don't. So we're going to skip that one. Most affordable, again, would be the Maybelline Fit Me, of course. Well, not of course, but everyday, my everyday Pat McGrath Desert Orchid. Anytime, anywhere, any look, this is a perfect there, not there flush of color on me. It looks so natural. It's like, is she wearing blush? Is she not wearing blush? It's just like the perfect, it's just perfect. And so this would be for every day. Anytime, anywhere, any eye look, it goes. Memory. What does that mean? Which one bring back memories? We're going to skip it. Worth the Hype. Colored Rain Cream Blushes. This one is in Spicy. Yo, I don't use it often because I tend to be heavy-handed with blush, and it is easy to overdo it. But if you can get it just right, the Colored Rain Cream Blushes are bomb. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful. Yeah, highly underrated. I only have 2 of them, and the other one is a purple one. Yeah, I went for the colors, y'all. Y'all know I like colors. Worth the Hype. That was this one. Okay, where am I? Not Worth the Hype. NARS. This one is Blissful. I think I got it from BoxyCharm somewhere, so maybe that's why it seems like it's old. But look at this. I don't know if that's hard pan or what it is. It is so hard pressed. You gotta put the brush in it, wiggle the brush in it, swipe the brush in it, and the color does go on nice, but for all the work you have to do, I'm like, ugh. I'm simple. I just want to put my brush in something, put it on, and it work. I don't want to have to be messing up my brushes, digging them in, swirling them in, swiping them in, and all of that just to get a little bit of color. But it does build up nicely. It is a beautiful shade. It is just, like, look at it. It's just, what is this? It's just hard pressed, and it looks like it's hard pan. Maybe it was an old one because it was in a boxy shop. I don't know. The next question is fave brush from your favorite brand. Y'all know me. I don't even have a lot of brands. And so my favorite brands of blush would be Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath. Pick a fave from each one. Can't do it. Not going to do it. And you can't make me. Moving on. The next one is most used. This is my most used. This is Sephora brand from their Sephora collection. This one is Spice Market Blush Palette. That's what this looks like. I can pick this up. What I usually do is contour, blush, highlight, or contour, blush, highlight. You can mix and match, you can layer, you can do what you want. That's what I usually do with it. And so this is just really easy, or sometimes this as a contour, this as a blush, which shows up really nicely, and then use this as a highlight. So this to me is like an all-in-one, highlights, contours, and blushes. Even though it says blush palette, this ain't a blush. I don't care what they say. But yeah, the rest of these would be blushes depending on your skin tone. But for me, I can wear all of these. I have worn all of these. All of them do show up nicely on my complexion. And it is affordable. And there are a few times a year when the Sephora brand is 30% off, just period, for no reason than just having a sale. And so I do recommend that you check this out. And I had this long time ago, like probably 10 years ago, and I was newer to makeup. I know I started really late in life, y'all. I didn't know what to do with all of these shades, and so I ended up decluttering it. And then maybe like a year ago, Fortunata Hope, hey girl, hey, she did a look, and I'm like, what blush is that? She said it was from this palette. Shit, I went back and bought another one, and I've been loving it ever since, because now I know, you know, differences between, you know, you can use a blush for contour, you can use, you know, a blush which this says which is not, as a highlight. If this doesn't work as a blush, use it as a highlight depending on your complexion. Excuse me, I had Mountain Dew today, y'all. I'm sorry. Not sorry. And so now that I know what to do with it, I really love this. And if I'm struggling on looking at all of my blushes and I'm like, what do I want to do? I'm like, you know, let me just pick this up because it's easy and it's quick. Most disappointing. Most disappointing Colored Rain Peach Royalty. Their blush highlight duo. This is hard pan. You see that? I've only used it less than a handful of times, but that's not the reason it's disappointing. This shows up on me nice. This I have to work at it, and then it's like bam, like there's no in between you know, subtle highlight like here and then it just being like full-blown peachy orange thing. And so that's what I don't like, and it's because of how the texture is. It doesn't matter what type of brush I use. If I use, you know, a fluffy brush like this one, tap it in, put it on, I don't see it. Wiggle the brush and put it on, it's like bam, and I'm just like, damn, now I look like a fucking clown. And so that's why I'm saying this is most disappointing for me, is because this one right here is hard to work with. It's either not there or it's too much. And I've tried different brushes, different techniques, and I'm like, I don't even use this anymore because it just aggravates me to use it. And so that is it for this video. The questions will be below. And again, I will put whose video I saw down below as well. Feel free to do this if you're stuck for a video idea, do this tag and just have fun with it. And yeah, it did take some thoughts. I'm sitting here looking like, what is the one for that question? And I realized for two of them I didn't have one. So the oldest and my favorite from my favorite brand, I didn't have one because I don't have a lot of different brands. My collection is relatively small compared to a lot of people. Most people actually. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Hang tight. Some stuff will pop up over here for you to watch. Click like if you like. Subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment below. I do reply back to everybody. And I appreciate you being here, and you will see me soon.